Welcome to the Momillennials podcast, where we don't claim to have all the answers, just a willingness to figure it out. We're your hosts, Jocelyn
and Lauren, proud girl moms and best friends sharing our take on mommyhood. Whether you're changing a dirty diaper, stuck in traffic, or just have a minute to yourself,
we're so happy you're here. Hi, Momillennials.
Hey, Momillennials.
Today, we're joined by our friend Angie.
Yay. Hey, guys. Hi, Momillennials.
That's perfect. Dr. Angie is a chiropractor and founder of Nido Family Chiropractic and Wellness. I got it. I'm impressed with myself.
Me too.
Based in Puerto Rico. Yeah. And she's pregnant.
Yay!
There's proof.
I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah, no.
But...
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're a real one for like taking the time to watch the video. But if you're listening, she is showing her belly.
My belly.
The cutest belly ever.
We are so happy you're here, Angie.
Thank you for having me. I feel honored.
We flew her out here for just kidding.
I wish.
Goals.
Yeah,
We're getting
next time
there.
We'll fly you out.
Slow and steady.
First class.
First, I am writing that down. I'm getting that on a contract.
Does the JetBlue flight have first class?
Spirit does.
We'll use some points. We'll use some points.
Well, thanks so much, Angie. We're so excited to have you here.
So excited.
I'm so excited to talk about your role in our journeys, getting chiropractic care. You know, I sip the Chiro tea now.
Oh, yeah.
Big time. And that's all thanks to you.
Chiro Kool-Aid.
Chiro Kool-Aid. I love it. But
KKK.
Ay. Chiro's
part
spelled with
will
the C.
CKC. That took me way too long.
But let's get started at the beginning.
Okay.
Right? You're the only, other than my chiros, right? You're the only chiro I know. So how did you decide to become a chiro? How did you start your clinic? Why did you start your clinic? How'd you get here?
Okay, so long story short, I've always been interested in health and wellness. My dad was a naturopath, so I was in his clinic since I was maybe 7 years old, doing acupuncture, which...
I'm big on
I didn't know
acu.
Yeah. Like picking up phones, Clínica de Medicina Alternativa, buenos días. ¿Qué te puedo ayudar? A 7-year-old
I love it.
Oh my gosh. Start 'em young.
Literally. So I've been in this world my whole life, basically. And he always said that I was going to be a chiro.
Really?
And I was like, ugh, you just want me to be a doctor like you are. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be a doctor. And then
and you're not rebellious at all.
Oh, yeah.
I only stole a car when I was 12 years old.
That tracks.
Sounds about right.
I'm not even kidding. So then I went to school for art therapy to do art therapy with neurodevelopmental problems in kids. And then I hated psychology. I love my psychologist. I have a therapist. But I didn't like it at all. And he was like, well, there's this free weekend at Life University. They pay for everything. Just go see what chiro's about. That was at the end of my semester. The next semester, I was at Life.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So it was my dad.
Yeah.
Somehow he knew that I would love it.
Well, you know, it's funny. I mean, dad, right? But I tell moms all the time, no one is ever going to know your baby as well as you do.
Yeah.
And so it's funny because sometimes, you know, our parents know us so well.
Background, my dad and I were two peas in a pod. Mm-hmm. Like, best friend, soulmate. No one will ever match the relationship I had with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, he knew me better than anyone.
Well, that's such a special relationship to have. You know, like me and my mom are besties, and I hope to have that kind of relationship with Aurora, right? That like she can depend on me for anything, that I know her better than anyone else, and that like she knows me too, right? Because I think it goes both ways.
I literally strive to be what my dad was to me.
Yeah,
I love that. And there's such a special relationship between daddy and daughter, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just different. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever see Mila and Layla light up when they see you sing?
Oh, yeah.
It just like melts your whole heart. I cannot wait for you to see that.
Yeah.
And to like experience it, because you're like with the person that you love the most, right? Before your baby, right? And then they love that person even more than you love that person. And that person helped you make that person. It's the
And you
best
see
feeling
that
ever.
person in
In
Yeah.
a different light, in a different role, with a different aura. It's so great.
And honestly, that has been my favorite part about pregnancy. Just seeing it through John's eyes.
Yeah.
And like seeing him as a soon to be dad.
Yeah. You guys are so sweet.
I'm
Yeah.
really excited.
It's been so special. John is my best friend of X number of
Your whole
years.
life.
And for those of you who don't know, I always get extremely jealous when Lauren calls anyone else her best friend.
Oh, yeah.
John, I make a little bit of an exception for because he's extremely nice. But just a little bit.
Yeah, John and I have known each
You
other.
can't get jealous of John.
You can't.
You can't. You can't. Shout out, John.
Shout out to John on many levels.
Yeah, yeah. That we have to do a whole other episode just for John.
Our
would
Puppy
hate that.
Millennials episode.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
starring John. So, Angie, I had been curious about a lot of holistic things for a really long time, including Acu, Chiro. I'd been really curious about Chiro for a long, long time. And then, I don't know if you remember, but we took a trip to Puerto Rico. And we're all sitting at brunch, and I had so many back issues, and I was like, Angie, do you watch people and can you tell if they're like off balance and uneven? And you were like,
don't
oh
remember
yeah,
this.
totally.
Angie doesn't remember this because this is a normal conversation in Angie's
It's my
life.
everyday
And
life.
it was life changing for me, like early life changing. And so I'm like, yeah,
I
you know
probably
me. I'm like,
gave you an initial visit right there and then.
oh, I wanted so bad. We didn't know each other that well. And I was like, all right, Jocelyn, how are you going to, how are you going to talk about this a little bit more? Because I had a lot of questions, right? And I wanted someone that I trusted to help guide me through my decision on seeing a chiro.
And this
or
was
not.
before you being pregnant with
Yeah,
Aurora.
before. Like Steve and I had been, like I had been off birth control. We had been, you know, taking no
was-
precautions for a long
Yeah.
time,
This-
like
this
over
was
a year.
Preconception?
Yeah, like for over a year at that point in time. And that was kind of like the start of my like, I don't think I'm ever gonna have a baby, right? Like era. And so I was sitting there and I was like, well, you know, like every time I decide to see a chiro, I come across a video on TikTok or whatever of someone that like got a stroke or something because they saw a chiro. Now we laugh.
I'm
Yeah.
laughing because I just remember one of our conversations. And I was like, Jocelyn, no.
But like you
But
see
of
that
course you
stuff,
do.
and you know, there's always that little bit of doubt. And I'm like, what
Absolutely.
if I'm the one person? And then, I mean, I'll let you explain it or let me know if I'm butchering it. But what I got out of our conversation that day, you were like, well, chiropractic care helps adjust your body so that things start functioning the way they're supposed to. It helps your circulation, all this other stuff. So that person was probably already going to get a stroke.
Yes. And actually, more people get strokes going to the hair salon than going to the chiro. Fun
What
fact.
a fun fact.
No way.
Because they're
Mic
being
drop.
put in extension and they already have.
Issues.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So if you're a chiro and you don't do your appropriate assessment and you don't catch that this person has signs, you could be put in that situation. But that was going to happen already.
Yeah, exactly. And that made me feel so much more comfortable. Right. And so I came back and I ended up hurting my back even worse when I came back from Puerto Rico.
I remember, yeah.
And I went to physical therapy and there was a chiro there. And I started seeing her, and then I ended up at another clinic that she was at. And like I said, that was the beginning of my I'm probably never going to have a baby era. And I started getting adjusted, and the minute I start feeling better from these adjustments, I get pregnant. right?
And that happens so often.
I remember when I told you I was pregnant, I was like, I'm telling you, one, because as most people know by now, I was really sick my whole pregnancy. And I was like, help me. What am I supposed to do here? But also because I genuinely don't think I would have been able to get pregnant if I hadn't started seeing a chiropractor. To add to that, I had seen one of my aunts who has now passed away, and she was never able to meet Aurora, but I'd seen one of my aunts a couple of days after I saw my doctor, and my doctor basically told me it was going to be hard for me to get pregnant. Like, now that doctor was just dumb, right? I like left that place really demoralized, and I went and I saw my aunt, and they're very religious, and they were praying for me, which they do often. And my aunt said, and I was crying, and I said, I went to the doctor. They says, I'm probably not gonna be able to get pregnant, in a much more clinical way. And she said to me, I had a dream that something is wrong with your back. And
I didn't know that.
yeah, she said, I had a dream that something is wrong with your back, and that's why you can't have a baby. And she prayed over this one part of my back that had been bothering me for a really long time, that I felt in my soul I needed chiropractic care for. And then I start getting adjusted, and then I get pregnant. And so I was like, Angie, shout out to you, man. I should have named Aurora Angie. Ace.
Having it start with an A is close enough.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Well, I just love this story because Jocelyn didn't listen to me tell her
Telling
to
her
do
to go to chiro.
Oh, yeah,
chiropractic
absolutely.
care.
I mean, you're not a chiro.
Yeah, but like, hello, I've been seeing a chiropractor for a really long time.
Yeah.
By that point, I actually got into that because I was in a car accident, and it was pretty intense, and I ended up at a chiropractor as part of my therapy plan.
PT,
Yeah, PT. And I was like, this is kind of fun. I walk out feeling like $1 million, right? And then I kind of stopped for a little bit, and then I got pregnant with Mila, and I felt the pain for lack of a better word. It was discomfort, especially in my lower back. And I was like, well, I know what could help with this. It's chiro, right? So then I was excited to find a chiropractor that specialized in prenatal care, and I loved her so much. She was in Virginia, which, I don't really go to Virginia, so
So annoying.
so it was a big deal.
So
But she had her own little business. She was so sweet. She was so knowledgeable. She taught me so much about it. Angie
That's
was
what
not
happens
in my life at
Virginia.
that
We're
time.
knowledgeable. We know things.
Shut up. For those who don't know, I'm a Maryland girl. Jocelyn's a Virginia girl.
I ride hard for Virginia.
Too hard. And we always go back and forth on that. But I digress.
Battle of the Beltway.
Yeah,
I want to vote.
Vote.
Oh,
no.
Virginia.
No.
There we go.
Alexandria, Arlington,
The A.
Ay, ay, ay.
Aurora.
We'll circle back to this. No, I loved her. I was going to her. And then we ended up moving to Silver Spring because at that time we were living in DC. Moved to Silver Spring, and by the end of the pregnancy, we had moved, and I was like, I can't drive to Virginia anymore. So it kind of sucked.
I think I was here for Mila's pregnancy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
You
right.
just didn't want to drive
No,
to
I
Herndon
forgot.
for me.
That is absolutely
I would
correct.
have.
That is absolutely correct. And you can jog my memory with me. I feel like I was trying to find someone closer, and then we got into the whole conversation of like a mobile chiro.
You found
Dr. Brittany,
which then I started working with her
because of me.
because of you. Because I met her through you.
Yeah. Shout out Dr. Brittany.
Hi, Dr. Brittany.
If you listen
She's
to this, we love you.
my best friend and my mentor, and
I feel like I gave her a shout out last episode.
I think so too. Yeah.
Anyways, so Angie, we know the benefits of chiropractic care during pregnancy, before pregnancy, after pregnancy, all of the things. But for our listeners, can you explain the benefits? Like explain to those people that maybe don't know.
so I'm gonna try to keep it simple because there's a whole science behind it, obviously. In terms of preconception, the brain and the spinal cord control all of your organs. And if there's something blocking that, so in your case, your low back, the nerves that innervate your reproductive system weren't functioning to their best ability. And so once you remove that, let's call it tension, we call it subluxation, we call it interference, then your body is able to do what it was meant to do, survive and thrive. So in pregnancy, obviously you're growing a human, so your body's changing, and there's a lot of tension and pain associated with pregnancy, which I had never experienced until now. I am showing my belly again for those of you listening. I have never been such an advocate for chiropractic as I am now, because how do parents or people trying or having pregnancies not getting adjusted? Because this is hard, not just for your physical, but you leave the chiropractor's office feeling like $100, feeling so light, feeling like you want to conquer the world after your nap. You always want a nap.
Yeah.
So I just think that if you haven't tried chiropractic in general, right? But especially if you're pregnant, especially if you're in postpartum with mommy shoulders, carrying baby all the time, that mid-back area, you're missing out.
I also feel like postpartum, it helps you settle your body back.
Yeah,
Put
after
it
birth.
like put it back together.
Yeah, put it back together.
Plus, I know we're going to talk about this, but it's a part of your team. It's a part of your self-care. It's a part of your community, right? So you're watering yourself so that you can water your baby.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have energy or storage, then you can't take care of your baby as efficiently as if you take care of yourself.
A lot of times when I talk to moms, bye-bye, baby. A lot of times when I talk to mom, chiro, acu, they don't buy into it so much of the time. And I always say,
because they've never had it.
Because they've never had it, yeah. And I'm always like, listen, whether it works or not, acu is almost an hour to myself. Even if the needles aren't working, I'm relaxing. And I can tell how my body feels. I believe it works, right? Like, whether that's in my mind or not.
Listen, Chinese medicine is the second most ancient medicine in the world. Before we had Western medicine, there was Chinese medicine. You cannot tell me that it doesn't work.
Well,
I don't.
Yeah, same.
We will go.
Same.
We will fight about it because
Same.
your body is energy. If your body didn't have energy, you would be a rock. And it deals with your energy cycles, right? Your meridians.
Yeah. Well, and when you see a Chinese medicine doctor and an acupuncturist, the things they tell you about yourself, that you're like, oh my gosh. One time I went for, I don't know what, and she was like, how are your limbs doing? And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, your ankles.
Like, my back hurts.
And I was like, well, yeah, my ankle's been uncomfortable. And then she like gave me the whole thing. And I'm like, how do you know?
How did you know? Yeah.
How do you know?
I miss going to acupuncture so much. There was this one woman that I loved. She was in DC. She is in DC probably still. And I would just walk in. I would sit down and she would say, how are you feeling? And I would just start to cry.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And then she's like, I thought so.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, like I haven't even laid down yet.
I think also here in the DMV specifically, you guys have a high stress life.
Oh yeah.
Go all the time, especially the working environment. It's just very high paced and you don't even notice that you're not okay until you get there and they ask you, how are you? You're like, oh, not good.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, actually I feel like crap.
Yeah. Exactly.
When it's like the only way we know how to function is the like go.
Because it's what you're taught. You grew up here.
On that note, telling me a little bit too many truths about myself. So, you know, we know that you have a large focus on moms, babies, prenatal. Now that you're pregnant, how has that shaped your expectations, the care you get, the way you think now that you're becoming a mom?
You know, I always knew it was important. I've always been passionate about it. I've always been passionate about moms and babies and families in general. But like I was saying, I am a whole new advocate for this type of care because we need care. We need chiropractic. We need acupuncture. We need community. And that has never been more real now that I'm living it. Also, I've noticed that a lot of the things that I used to say have shifted because you don't know what you don't know, right? And when you go through it and you live it, you realize, oh, this is actually really hard.
Yeah.
And it's not like that for everyone, right? Some people love it. Some people despise it. Some people are back and forth like I am.
When you can love it and it can still be hard.
Yeah. But you need care. You need love. And I feel like that's one of the things that I'm very passionate about giving. I give every patient my all. After every client, I have to wipe the last one and be present with that new client.
When your job is so like physically
Demanding.
Yeah.
That has been rough for me.
The belly is getting in the way of the adjustments.
Oh, I'm like, my baby's adjusting you.
I love that.
Because
Another chiro in the making.
you can be whatever you want to be, but you're a chiro right now.
Well, I just remember early on in the pregnancy, I started to notice that Angie was learning because, you know, the first several weeks are kind of chill for the most part. When you first find out you're pregnant, I don't know, maybe something mentally happens and then you start to realize that all the little things that, you know, are explained. Oh, it's like, oh yeah, I've been extra tired. I've been more hungry, whatever. But with Angie, I remember FaceTiming her one day, her and John, and Angie was like, I'm humbled.
Yeah,
Like
if you ask me to describe pregnancy for you, my experience in pregnancy for you, it would be humbling.
Yes.
This is humbling.
Yes.
And I'm a triathlete. I do CrossFit. I have my own practice. I feel like I am very high striving. And I have never been so humbled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
It's
you
real.
have to slow down.
Yeah. Yeah. I think all moms have felt that at one point.
Oh, for sure.
Totally humbled. You have nothing to say. You look at your mom differently. Angie, your mom had how many kids?
How did you have 8 kids and still run marathons?
Yeah,
insane.
girl. I'm
And-
scared to have another one.
Angie's mom is a badass. Side note.
No, God.
How many home births did she have?
She had 8 kids. The last 5 were at home. No twins. So she had 8 births. And I was present for the last 4. I'm one of the 5, so I wasn't present for the 5. And actually that's when I became so invested in birth, in babies, and in moms.
That's
Thanks to
awesome.
my mom.
Yeah.
And thanks to being exposed to that so young.
It's kind of like Jocelyn watching A Birth Story.
A birth story on
TLC.
TLC. Like I wanted a home birth so badly.
I haven't seen it.
So badly. I mean, you're lucky that it's something that was common in your family, right? For me to have a home birth, Steve would not go for it. My mom wouldn't go for it. Not that it's their decision, right? Whatsoever.
You know, John wasn't thrilled at first.
Really?
Oh, and so for the listeners,
Oh,
Angie
yeah.
plans on having a home birth.
I'm having a home birth
Yay!
in 2 months.
I
time.
didn't know that he wasn't thrilled about it at first.
He wasn't thrilled about it, and then you had a home birth, and then he started to like, oh, okay,
You're welcome.
Yeah, but I mean, I was like, really?
I get it.
Wait, no, before you had your home birth, my sister had hers, and we went to it. We were there for it.
John was there too.
John was there, not for the actual active labor.
Yeah.
But we were there the day before and right after baby was born.
Wow.
Did
And
it
so that was
traumatize him?
No, he loved it.
Okay.
At one of the birth classes, they were showing us an episiotomy, episiotomia, and he was like, all the guys were like, ew, oh, and he was like, this doesn't face me. I was like, I know.
I don't think I've even seen that.
It's rough.
Well, because I don't want to.
They
Yeah,
grab
the
scissors
Yeah,
and they
it's
go.
awful.
Anyways, he has a background in ortho, being in ortho where they cut your legs open. So I can imagine that got
Plays
rid
a
of,
role.
yeah,
Yeah.
that got rid of any. But he wasn't thrilled. Because as soon as I met him, I was like, hey, by the way, I want 6 kids and they're going to be home births. Which is something else that has changed. I no longer want 6 kids.
You're like, let me know if that's an issue because we can cut this off right now.
Yeah.
You kind of have to put it all out there
Right.
because it's important.
It's
Like,
important.
yeah, your partner needs to be
6 kids and how many dogs?
supportive. Oh, yeah.
And a farm. I want a farm. By the beach.
We're asking for a lot, but I'm here for it.
Still waiting.
No, but Angie, you still have a lot of the things. A lot of those
Minus the
boxes are
farm.
checked. Like, well,
Yeah, I
farm,
do live by the beach, but I don't have a farm.
but she has 3 dogs.
I have 3 dogs. And I would have
which is
1,000 more.
farm in itself.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have the home birth. We're getting there.
Yeah,
we're getting there.
With time.
Yeah.
Not 6 kids, though. I don't think I'm going to get there.
Oh, yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So we've talked a lot about, well, we know that you're Team Virginia, which we won't talk about again.
Salty.
That is because Angie lived in Virginia for a few years with John, because John was living here. We know that you have your community, your family in Puerto Rico. You made the decision to move back to Puerto Rico a few years ago, right? With the idea of wanting to be around your people, start Nido up. So tell us a little bit about your decision to leave the DMV, bring John with you, and establish yourself back home and what that means for you today and your future.
Okay, so backtracking, I moved to Washington, D.C. because I was making a third of what I was going to make here. And I was like, I just got out of school. I'm a doctor. I need to be making money. But you learn, right? You do things and you start to learn. And then I get here and I'm like, oh, life is really rough. A lot of people here just work. And that was shocking for me because over there we'll go to work, but then we'll go to the gas station in the corner and have a beer with your friends, or you'll go to dinner, or it's very community based. And I think that's Latinos in general, but Puerto Rico has something about it that you never feel alone. And over here I started to feel really alone because I was working all the time.
Yeah.
And I was commuting an hour and coming back, and it just, like, I felt numb. And so then John finally found a remote job. And I was like, okay, well, you're working remote. I'm working twice a week in this clinic. Because by this time, I knew that I didn't want to have a contract with anyone because I didn't want my life to be just work. This is what triggered me. I went back to Puerto Rico because one of my best friends, Adriana, got pregnant with her first baby. And when she told me, I just started crying and like, I cannot believe that I am sacrificing my life when my best friend is pregnant. I'm a prenatal chiro and I can't help my people. I can't be there for my people. And so I called John. Obviously, right after she told me, I called him up, FaceTimed him, and I was like, I want to move. I can't do this. And he was like, okay, let's go. A month later, we moved. Literally, that was...
John is an angel on earth.
which is why I'm going to marry him, because he's just so supportive of everything that I want to do. He supports me in my office. He supports me with home birth, with anything that I strive for. He's always there.
He loves you even before you have your coffee, which is scary, Angie.
Yes. He makes me coffee every single
I was gonna say
morning.
he's your barista.
Yeah. There's hope. Don't settle. I thought I would never find someone like him.
So having John as part of your community, bringing him into your community back home, what has that done for you during this pregnancy, and then also preparing for your birth and postpartum? How does that all tie together?
So I think community is everything, right? We are human beings, and as of lately, we are very focused on socials and screens and FaceTime and this and that, but we need people. And that has been so real in pregnancy, because I don't see myself surviving this without my friends, without my family, without John. And I have worked really hard to create a clinic or a space. It's not just a clinic. We have massages, we have prenatal and postpartum classes. I do workshops. So I have created a community as well. And that has been super important for me, for my pregnancy. So I'm kind of glad that that was in the works before I got pregnant, because it has made the difference. Because no one knows what you live through until you live it, right? And it's the same thing. I see it as grief too, because you're losing a part of yourself and becoming this whole new person, which, by the way, I always judged people on their on their Instagram and their bio when they put Mama de Mila, Mama de Aurora. And I was like, do you not have an identity? Like, are you? But now I'm like,
That's a badge of honor.
oh my God, that becomes who you are. And that's
does.
okay. Because it's so hard, and
it's
you
beautiful.
work
Yeah.
so hard for it.
I mean, we should put it on our resumes.
For real.
Like, it is
Yeah.
a job.
And you feel proud to be the parent, and you feel like you see them and you're like, that's my baby thriving, you know? And like,
When I did that, like, that baby is thriving because of me.
yeah.
Like, not only did I nourish this baby, even if it was, like, in my case, really hard to nourish this baby until this baby was born. Then when you see that baby getting chunkier and chunkier and growing, I did that, you know?
And I
like,
wake up every day and I do that.
no matter how I feel, no matter what's going on in my brain, in my body, my baby is number one. And it does become your identity.
It does.
And it's not the only part of your identity, but it is.
And I think that's what I was criticizing at that moment. I was just like, how can you know, I'm a chiropractor, I'm an athlete, I'm so many things. How can you just be someone's mom? But it doesn't mean that you're just someone's mom. It just means that you're proud to be Aurora's mom or Mila and Leila's mom.
Well, and if people know me for nothing other than Aurora's mom,
You're okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Happy
care.
to be.
Yeah. Because it's so fucking hard.
Yeah. Well, and I'm so proud of her. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. And so, like, yeah, fuck yeah. Know me just for being Aurora's mom? Hell yeah. That's the best title I could ever have. It trumps everything I've ever worked for.
You know, my baby is not even here. And I'm like, I want to put pregnant.
Yeah.
Survived.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think what I love the most about seeing people like you, Angie, who pours into other people's cups all the time, other moms. I think something that I know we talked about it being humbling for you and whatever, but like before Angie got pregnant and even wanted to get pregnant, her level of compassion was there. She was minimizing it. She cared even more now.
I care a lot.
Cares so much to the point where maybe cared more than some moms even about them.
Yeah.
I just love seeing it kind of reversing a little bit. I know that so many of your clients were so happy to see you pregnant.
Honestly, if I watch those videos, I cry because no one's happier than my clients. They also knew my struggles, right?
Yeah.
So they also knew that I wasn't able to conceive right away and that I was working towards it. And so most of them are in tears when I tell them. And that just is so special.
I love that.
And I have felt supported every step of the way. And I think it's so important. And I'm glad that I have been doing that for other moms, because I always knew it was important, but I never realized how important, to what extent.
Yeah. And I just feel like, I mean, Jocelyn and I talk about why we're doing Mom Millennials, and we realized that, I mean, when we went through it ourselves, it can feel lonely. Even when we're surrounded, it still can feel lonely, right? And it's so important to lean into the community that exists just by sharing the same role of being a mother.
Just like listening to other people having the same struggle as you are is just comforting.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
This is normal.
Well, because I think we don't show the downsides, right? Like, that's not what, and we have this conversation with like other friends sometimes, right? That they're like, oh, well, everybody makes it, so-and-so makes it look like it's all rainbows and sunshine online. And I'm like, yeah, so do I. No one would know that I was sick my whole pregnancy through social media.
I try really hard to talk shit about pregnancy.
Yeah.
I try, because honestly, and you obviously want to document the good things about your life, but people need to know that you struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that they know that if they struggle,
It's normal.
it's normal.
And okay.
And if anything, there's one person that talked about it and they could reach out.
Everyone has different circumstances, which is what I was, the first 6 months of my life, I was like, of my life, of my
Pregnancy.
pregnant life.
But see, you become a new person.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
So those first 6 months, I was so upset with myself because I thought that I was going to be all the things I already said, right? But I don't have the life other people have, right? And I don't have the body or whatever it is. You cannot compare yourself to me. You cannot compare yourself to Lauren or to Jocelyn. You are your own person and you're living your own things. I run a clinic. My job is super physical. How do I expect my body to build a baby, run a clinic, and then go work out? So to me, that was huge. I wasn't working out like I used to. I was still doing things, but I wasn't able to keep up. And that was humbling. And so I think that we need to, yes, talk about it, but also have like, okay, I don't have the life that this person has.
Because you were beating yourself up about not doing the things you wanted to do.
Yeah. I had a whole vision of who I was gonna be, what I was gonna eat, the exercises I was gonna do, because I'm high achieving. I have goals. And in my pregnancy, and same with, and I should have learned from preconception that not everything goes the way that you want it to be or you want it to go. But somehow, once I got pregnant, I was like, all right, I'm pregnant. Let's go. This is going to be what I wanted, how I wanted it to be. And it wasn't. It isn't. But now I have learned my lesson. And I know I'm still going to be upset about things in motherhood and postpartum, but I'm letting go of a lot of things. People ask me if I'm going to co-sleep or if I'm going to do sleep schedule. And I'm like, I'm going to do whatever that baby needs.
That's so important.
You know, I'm
So much
not
of
going to
motherhood.
tie myself to anything because I will do it all.
Yeah. So much of motherhood is being humbled,
Letting go.
letting go, learning to ride the wave, and it not being anything like what you expect. And I say this all the time, and I tell moms all the time, motherhood will be nothing like what you expect, but it will be so much better. And it's so much better if you just learn to give in. Learn to give in, listen to your intuition, listen to your baby, and it's going to be great. All aspects of it is going to be great. And also, you need that community, right? Whatever that looks like for you. That community is so important. That's one of the reasons we built Momillennials, was because so many people feel like they don't have that community. And if we can be that place where you can find
are
the
that
resources.
place.
Yeah, thank you.
Angie listens to our episodes on her way to work.
Yep. As soon as it comes out, I'm on it.
Yes.
You are that place.
Follow her example, please.
Yes.
I'm so thankful to have you guys because it's just so refreshing, and you don't feel alone.
So we've been dropping so many little nuggets of wisdom in this last little section here. I hope you guys have been taking notes. But as we wrap, Angie, are there any pieces of advice that you'd love to leave our listeners with? I know that's a loaded question. There's probably a million things you want to say.
Yeah, what?
But maybe as it relates to chiro, or maybe just in general to our expectant mommies out there, or to our new mommies out there.
I think that most people need help finding these communities. So I think that just looking for anything prenatal around your area that has events. I think you guys should do events.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting there, baby girl. Stay tuned.
So anything that has in person, let's meet up, let's hang out, let's talk, let's exercise together. Lauren actually took our exercise classes throughout her last pregnancy.
And it was through FaceTime.
Through FaceTime.
I wanted to be there in person, obviously, so bad. But I was like, hey, I'll do it on FaceTime.
And you're looking at other pregnant moms doing workouts, you know? And
I will say you do have to kind of push yourself out of that comfort zone,
Yeah.
because you're pregnant, you're vulnerable.
right, you're tired, and
So just,
we get that.
yeah, to your point, Angie, try to put yourself out there.
Yeah. So I would say that's my number one advice, to try and find people who are also going through it,
Find a good chiro.
and find a good chiro prenatal.
Do your research. Get adjusted.
Or ask. You can ask me. You can reach out to me, and I will find a prenatal chiro in your area.
Drop your handle.
I was going to say, give us the @
Nido Family Chiro.
Yay!
That's my clinic. My personal is Angie Herger. You can also reach out to me through there.
Her personal page has more of the non-filtered.
Yeah. My personal page will talk about everything and anything. But yeah, reach out to us. We would love to be there for you and include you in this community that is Momillennials.
Yeah.
Yay!
And we'll definitely have you back, Angie,
Yep.
once baby's here. Well,
exciting.
a little bit later, but because what we want to do is see, you know,
How things are
Transitions.
going.
yeah, how's it going? How your new identity is thriving.
Yep. You will see my handle.
Oh, yeah, the bio.
Someone's mom.
Yeah. I love that.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Angie.
Thank you for
Thanks for
having
being
me.
here. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for being open and vulnerable. We love chatting.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks,
for having
Angie.
me.
Yay.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Thank you so much for listening and being a part of the Momillennials community. If you liked this episode, hit that follow button, connect on our socials, and don't forget to share with other mommies.
Want more? Head to our website, read our blog, grab some merch, and check out our other episodes. Until next time, bye.